Okay, today's lesson is rotating shapes, but everyone else calls them paradox doodles or paradox drawings. This is so easy, and yet it's kind of mind-blowing how totally cool it is. Maybe I'll mark here. This is one of those things that when you do it, it's really, really simple. But when you start putting things together, a little bit of that drawing magic occurs, and you end up with something unexpected, something larger, something bigger than the sum of its pieces, as they say. And I'm just going to show you right quick what this is. The reason I call this rotating shapes is that the shape that we draw is going to look like it's moving and spinning back in space. And when people see this, they're like, ooh, that's so amazing. That must have been so hard to do. And the joke is, it's really simple. So the first thing I want you to do is grab your Sharpie. You could use a pencil if you want, but I just grab a Sharpie. And as best you can, maybe 2 or 3, no, that's probably closer to 3 inches. I want you to draw a square about 3 inches, okay? Doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of close, that's fine. Don't go get a ruler, you don't need to go get a ruler, just do something like that. Oh, and just a quick reminder, if you ever need to with my videos, don't hesitate to press the pause button. If you need to think about something, go get something, or if you think I'm talking too fast, hit that pause button. And you can also always rewind too and hear me say things over again. So there's no rush with this at all. And I know sometimes I talk a little fast because I get excited. So feel free to use the what button? The pause button, right. Okay, so here's what you do. You draw your square. Then start anywhere you want. We're gonna start in a corner, and we're gonna fill this box in by repeating this line or the lines on the side with one tiny little adjustment. I'm gonna start in this corner, and instead of following straight across, I'm gonna scooch up just a tiny bit, and I'm gonna move over. Did you see me move over that way just a smidgen? I mean, just, what is that, 2-3 millimeters? I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm not gonna aim for this corner, and if you want, I've seen people actually make a little dot. I'm gonna aim for that dot just above that corner. I'm gonna draw my line over there. Boom. You gotta make sure you go all the way and hit it. All right, now I'm gonna go over here, making a little dot, and you'll probably get to where you don't need to make that dot. I'm just showing that to you now. Straight line, as straight as you can do it. When I come back over here, am I gonna line up right in that corner? No, I'm gonna scooch down just a little bit. I'm gonna touch and come down. All right, we've made one kind of revolution, all 4 sides done. Was that hard? No, lemon squeezy, baby. So from here, I'm gonna do the exact same thing again. So I'm gonna end up about right here. Straight as I can. As you know, now I'm gonna go here. Remember, you can hit the pause button or rewind if you need to. Now I'm gonna aim for right up here. Now, if this, like I said, this is one of those things at first you're like, what's the big deal? All I'm doing is drawing like a square inside this square. Well, here's the big deal. Once your hand kind of gets used to doing this, you can go a little faster. So I'm gonna go a little faster, and you are gonna see what the big deal is. Do you see what's happening? And why I call this rotating shapes? Look what's happening to the square. It's like it's spinning. Oh yeah. It gets a little tighter here at the end, but just go as far as you can go. When you can't go anymore, boop, I'm gonna go one more there. Yeah, I'm gonna stop right there. All right, do you see what just happened? And isn't that totally stinking cool? This square now looks like it's rotating, moving around. There's like these groovy, cool shapes are stacking up in here. All right, so I wanna make sure that you can do this. So before you go on to the next shape, I want you to do one more. I'm gonna slide my paper over, and I want you to do another square. 2 or 3, really bigger for this is gonna be better, you guys, 2 or 3. I think the last time I started going down and around, you can go either direction. I'm right-handed, so it's kind of easier to come down, but I'm gonna start here on this corner. I'm gonna go a little faster this time. Remember, I'm not aiming for the corner. I'm gonna go up just a smidge, and the lines don't have to be perfect. I've seen some people try to do this with a ruler. You can do it, but honestly, you guys, it looks better free-handed with a little bit of wiggly-woggly in here. All right, so every time I'm gonna end up just a little bit higher than my shape before. And I am gonna go a little faster because, kids, I'm a trained professional. You two will be able to speed these up too once you get going. And if you mess up, just keep going. It is not a big deal at all. That's one of the great, like, that's kind of an oops. I came up too far, but did anyone die? No. Did any planes fall out of the sky? No, nothing happened. We're just drawing. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, cool. Spinning, spinning. So the, yeah, these look really similar. I kind of went one direction. It spun that way. Yeah. This is what I want you to do. All right. Your homework or classwork or your job today is to take a piece of paper, draw 2 squares on it, fairly big, okay? Start any corner that you want, touch and do a little line that scoots over to the side just a little bit, up just a little bit, up just a little bit, up just a bit. I'm not going to do another one. You get the idea. Rewind it, watch it again, put it in slow-mo if you need to. But guys, this paradox drawing or rotating shapes drawing is totally rockin' cool. The other thing that's really cool about it, do you know who told me about it in the first place? Mr. Eric, the coolest music teacher in the world. About 10 years ago, he showed me a video about how to do this. So I just thought it was so cool. All right, get out a pen or a pencil and give me 2 squares like this. And then tomorrow, I'm gonna give you some other shapes. And just like Scribble Vision, we're gonna build on this a little bit every day. And come Friday, you're gonna be making some groovy, cool stuff. All right, thanks you guys. Go drawing.